Hi guys, Jordan here from Artisan Electrics. Welcome back to this short weekend video where I've got an interesting little fault finding call out that I did a few days ago. So I got called out because the bakery was getting problems with electric shocks off the dishwasher. Basically when they touched the dishwasher and the sink, they were getting an electric shock. And so they said to me, I think it'll need earthing properly or bonding together or something. So I thought, okay, that's a little bit strange, let's go out and have a look. And so I did a continuity test, a voltage test with my little fluke clamp meter between the casing of the dishwasher and the casing of the sink, and this is what I found. Wow, that is crazy. By the way, just want to apologise in advance for the audio in this one. The audio levels are really bad. My iPhone has broken, the microphone on it has broken for some reason, and I didn't actually know that at the time when I was filming. So it starts off really quiet and then it suddenly gets louder and louder and louder and louder, which is really annoying, and there's nothing I can do about it. So please forgive the bad audio. Also, this video is sponsored by my Amazon shop. I'll leave the pinned comment below. It's going to be a link to my Amazon shop where you can see all my favourite tools. I've picked up some great tools lately, which I'm going to be putting videos out about those on my Tools for Sparks channel. So if you head over to my Tools number 4 Sparks channel, there'll be a link at the end of this video with the little Tools for Sparks icon. Then you can see some regular videos from me about tools as well, if you like that kind of thing. Thanks for watching. That's really bad. Yeah.
That's how old.
Yeah. Pretty mad, huh? I've never seen anything like that before. That was really bad. So no wonder they were getting shocks off the dishwasher. So I looked to where the dishwasher was plugged into, and it was actually plugged into a extension lead, one of those orange extension leads with a single socket on the end. And this extension lead was trailing through a window and then across some pipes, and it was coming down on the other side in the behind one of the ovens, plugged into a BG IP65 socket. And the extension lead was getting quite warm. So my immediate thought was maybe the extension lead is a bit dodgy, but I would do some checks on the extension lead and on the socket itself. So I plugged my earth loop impedance tester into the extension lead with it still plugged into the socket, and I was getting really bad readings between voltage on neutral to earth and live to earth. I was getting about 60 volts between live to earth and 180 volts between neutral and earth. So something wasn't quite right there. So then I went to the socket, and this is what I found. So we got 65 volts between live and earth. Wait a second, let me put it on the voltage setting. We've got 230 between live to neutral, 65 live to earth, 182 neutral to earth. So there's something going on in this socket. I have a feeling it's because they were running the dishwasher off this extension lead, which is not really designed to run so much power. So probably it's melted the inside of the socket, but I'm going to isolate this circuit and then try and figure out what's going on. So actually you can see it's cracked here, so it's probably overheated inside. Okay, so I've actually taken the socket off now, as you can see, and I'm just measuring the wires, and we've still got the same issue. So it's a wiring problem, and this is a spur. It's on a 32 amp circuit and it goes down and through here, so I'm not sure where it goes to. I'm going to have to try and trace it. So I did a bit of searching around and I tested some sockets in the area nearby where that cable went through the wall, and there was one socket that wasn't working. So I asked the bakery staff about it, and they said, oh yeah, we blanked it off because customers were sitting there for hours and hours using the internet and basically working in the cafe, and we got fed up of them sitting there for so long, so we just blanked it off. So I thought, okay, that sounds a bit suspicious, so let me check behind the socket. And as I took the socket face off, what I found was the wires taped together with insulation tape, but it didn't look like there was any connectors inside. And I was right. They had literally just taped around the ends of the wires, so they were kind of like taped together, but not connected properly, not twisted together properly, just taped together. And so obviously what was happening was there was no proper earth connection or neutral connection, I'm not sure which, to the socket outlet that the dishwasher was plugged into, and that's why we were getting such terrible readings. So these wires were just taped together, but they weren't actually connected in connectors. So that was the problem, and that cable goes off to that socket there. So that was what I found once I untaped the connectors, the wires. They were just taped together like you see there. So what I did is I put them in Wargo connectors, connected them together properly, and then pushed them into the back of the box, and I put a blank plate on the front as well. And I'm going to just put a proper blank plate on there, and that'll solve the problem. The reason they just disconnected the wires because they didn't want customers hanging around for ages plugged into the USB, so they just blanked it off but didn't do it properly. So just doing a ZS now on this socket, and appears to be okay. Yes, all good now, so our voltage is as it should be, thank goodness. So I thought what I should do anyway is check out the loading on the dishwasher so that I could decide what to recommend to the customer, because it felt like it was overloading the circuit as well. So I looked at the little label on the side of the dishwasher to see what the kilowatt rating was, and this is what I found. So this is a 2.5 kilowatt. No, actually 3.5 kilowatt dishwasher. So should definitely not be on a 13 amp plug. Yeah, so 3.55 kilowatts. That works out to about 16 amps. If you do the watts divided by the volts, you'll get the amps. So if you do 3,550 divided by 230, you get about 16 amps. So clearly it was overloading the 13 amp plug top anyway, and it should really be on a 16 amp plug top, one of those blue commando plugs. So what I've done is recommended that the customer install a commando socket specifically for the dishwasher. And I also found this, which needs sorting out as well. I don't know what happened there. Somebody's obviously dismounted the socket off the wall and remounted it in a funny way. Maybe because it was in the way of something, I don't know, but it all needs sorting out. So I'm going to be rewiring all that part of the circuit and just tidying it all up because it's a bit of a mess, and making everything safe. Yeah, so interesting little one. I thought you might enjoy that one, and if you did, as always, hit a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit from it. And let me know in the comments if you've ever come across anything like this, if you've found anything quite so dangerous. I'd love to know some of the things that you've come across in your day-to-day work. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, and if you're subscribed, hit the notification bell, and then you get regular video updates from me. On Monday, I've got a new video coming out, which is a consumer unit replacement in a property that I've been doing a lot of work in at the moment. And it's quite an interesting one because I'm moving the consumer unit down and fitting a Hager RCBO SPD consumer unit. So I hope you'll enjoy that video coming out on Monday at 5 PM. In the meantime, have a great weekend, and thanks for watching. Have a great day. Thank you.